Hello everyone, welcome back to our video discussions in Computer System Servicing NC2. So this is part 2 of core competency, set up computer service or servers rather. So ang topic natin today is to configure the DNS. Okay, so in the previous video, during the installation of the Active Directory domain services, so na-install na rin natin kasama doon yung DNS. So today we are going to configure the DNS. So ano bang ibig sabihin ng DNS? So DNS stands for Domain Name System. Ano bang function ito? Ano bang trabaho nito sa server? It is a system that translate domain names into IP addresses. Ano bang ibig sabihin ng domain names? Ang domain names, ito yung tinatawag nating facebook.com. That is the domain name. youtube.com, google.com, twitter.com, and everything. .org, .net, no? So, ito yung tinatawag nating domain names. Pero behind that domain names, meron tayong tinatawag na IP address. Okay? An IP address is a number, a decimal number. But behind the IP address, meron pa rin yan tinatawag na binary numbers. Since ang binary numbers mahirap siyang i-memorize, that is why from binary, it is converted into decimal. So, ang IP address natin is decimal. If ang gagamitin natin is the IP version 4. But if the IP address is IP version 6, that is hexadecimal numbers na naman. Okay. Human as we are, we tend to memorize names rather than numbers. So that is why ang IP address na numbers ay pinalitan natin ng pangalan or tinatawag nating domain names. So this is what domain name stands for, or the DNS, the domain name system. A system that translate domain names, yung ginawa natin kaninang css.com, that is a domain name, then it will be translated into IP address. Ano ba yung IP address ng ating server nung ginawa natin, di ba? 192.168.1.2. So css.com into IP address which is 192.168.1.2. So again, this allows users to access websites by typing a domain name such as example.com instead of IP. Okay? So, let's do this. Okay, so although ganito na yung ano natin, DNS, but we still need to configure this one. So, punta lang tayo dito sa roles. Then dito sa may DNS server, itong plus. Then itong DNS natin, plus lang din yan. And then itong server natin, i-plus lang din natin yan, no? Okay. Then, okay, plus natin yan. Okay? Then, here in the forward lookup zones, okay, i-plus natin yan. Then itong domain natin. Ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng forward lookup zone? So, ano bang function nito? So, yung forward lookup zone, ang function nito is, ito yung magta-translate sa, it will translate human readable domain names. So, itong css.com, mababasa, we can read that one. Then, ita-translate niya straight to the IP address. So, again, ang function ng ating lookup zone is to translate a human readable domain name into numerical IP address. Okay? Yun yung trabaho nito. So, from css.com, gagawin yang 192.168.1.2. So, sa css.com, click lang natin server PC, right click, properties, then, okay. Ito yon na IP address natin. Then, click lang natin update associated pointer, click apply, and okay, click okay. Next, punta tayo sa reverse lookup zone. So, ano naman tong reverse lookup zone? So, this is in opposite to forward. Kumbaga, paatras siya. So, ang reverse lookup zone, ang function nito is i-translate niya from IP back to the domain name. So, for example, from 192.168.1.2, gagawin niyang css.com. So, again, the reverse lookup zone is translating an IP address back to the domain or the domain name. So, ang gagawin natin dito is i-click natin to, right-click, gagawa tayo niyang new zone. Okay, new zone. Then, click lang tayo ng next. Then, primary zone. Then, dito, pwede itong gagamitin natin to all domain controllers in this domain. Okay, css.com. Okay, next. Then, IPv4 ang gagamitin natin. Reverse lookup zone. Next. Then, ano ba yung network ID? So, again, what segment of the IP address? May dalawang segment kasi tayo sa IP address eh. We have the network ID, network address, at saka the host address. So, in order to locate, so, kailangan magkapareho tayo ng network ID. So, ano ba yung IP address natin? 192.168.1. So, yun pong gagamitin natin. 192.168.1. So, anong class ba ito? This is class C. Okay? So, the network ID is the portion of the IP address that belongs to the zone. So, enter. Okay? Enter the value or enter the network ID, not reversed order. Okay? Yan ang gagamitin natin. So, pag ma-reverse na, ito na mangyayari. Ang 168.192. Ganito ang mangyayari later. Okay, click next. Then allow only, next, finished. So, click natin tong plus na to. Andito na yung reverse lookup natin, no? So, ang gagawin natin, right click natin yan, lagyan natin ng bagong pointer. Dito, kukumpletohin natin. So, this is to the IP address. Then, host name, browse. Itong server PC natin. So, all records tayo, na. Then, server PC, double-click lang natin yan. Double-click. Then, itong css.com. Then, hanapin lang natin itong as of parent folder. Okay? So, SOA natin, no? Start of authority. Click lang natin yan. Click OK. Then, click OK. Next is, maglalagay tayo ng panibagong zone. Next, primary, next. Then, to all domain controllers, next. Then, IPv4, next. And this time, ang gagamitin natin is yung loopback address ng IPv4. So, ang gagamitin natin is 127.0.0.1. So, ang hihingin lang dito is the network address. So, itong first three numbers, the first three octets. Next, next, finished. Then ito, right click, new pointer. Kukumpletohin natin ang loopback address ng IPv4 natin is 127.0.0.1. Okay, then click OK. Oh no, balik muna. New pointer. Kumpletuhin natin .1. Ito. Properties natin yan. Then host name, browse tayo. Balik. Then all records. Okay, forward, css.com. Itong una, click, apply, okay. So, ano ba ibig sabihin nito? So, pwedeng ang data dadaan sa IP address na 192.168.1.2 which is the IP of our server. If in case hindi makapasok sa IP address na to, then meron tayong 127.0.0.1. This is the loopback address na gagamitin ng computer to refer itself sa mismong computer kasi ito yung loopback address ng ating IP version 4. Ang 127.0.0.1 is a reserved IP address. That is why sa classes of IP addresses, walang 1 to 7. So as you can see, class A, the first octet, ano ba yung octet na sinasabi natin? For example, 192.168.1.1. So ang IP address is a 4 octet, no? Ang version 4 natin. First octet, second octet, third octet, and fourth octet. So the first octet, itong first octet, ito yung palatandaan kung anong IP address or anong class ba ang IP address natin. So if the IP address starts from 1, 2, 3, 4 hanggang 126, that is class A. Ang class B, it starts from 128 to 191. Ang class C, 192 to 223. That is why ang ginagamit natin ngayon is 192.168. Nag-start tayo sa 192. So this is a class C. So bakit class C? So may explanation tayo bakit class C lang ang gagamitin natin. It depends on the number of devices in a network na. Okay, so class C tayo. So if there is 1 to 126, asan yung 1 to 7? Kasi ang susunod is 1 to 8. Okay, saan ba napunta ang 1 to 7? Ang 1 to 7, it is a reserved IP, no, for the loopback IP address. So that is why dito, kung hindi makapasok sa IP address na ginawa natin, pwede siyang bumalik dito sa 1 to 7. Kumbaga, meron tayong front door sa bahay natin, may front door tayo, dito lalabas papasok ang tao, or sa computer pa dito lalabas ang data. But if in case magka-problema ang ating front door, meron tayong back door. Something ganun ang concept natin. Okay? So, that's it. Close natin to. Or dito. So, na-set up na natin ang ating DNS server. Okay, see you in the next video. Bye-bye.